Ladies and gentlemen, on the stream today, we're playing a little CatsEyeXI, Final Fantasy 11 on the pewter. What? Yep. I thought today I would do a little domain invasion gameplay. So I saw there's questions on the link shell about how domain invasion works, what it is, what it do, who are you, smell like poo. Alright, calm down. So, once you get level 75, you are then able to, on CatsEye, you are then able to participate in domain invasion. So, one way to, make a successful journey into domain invasion is you need to do your daily gob quests. So I'm going to switch over jobs because I like to run a lot of thief. I think brings a lot of utility. If you ever run into something, you have treasure hunter. You can flee. I do sub dancer for the added benefits of free sneak and invisible. You get treasure hunter on the thief job, so that's helpful. And then dancer. Sorry, I'm all over the place. OCD. My brain is melting. You get dual wield as a dancer, so you can swing two knives around. And then you get a added benefit of self-healing, if need be. Generally, we'll be trusting our trusts to cure our party. And that means myself. So, but okay, enough babbling. Let me... Oh my god, somebody just popped into my mog house. So that's funny that the server, the boys, the devs on the server went ahead and put in like some new activities, and I see like things are going wacko. So people are popping into mog houses. I always enjoy a good party, so come on in. We're drinking. But quests are going crazy. Other stuff's going crazy. So we'll start off. We'll check the daily gobs and see what the quests are. Quests are random. It'll be different for me than it is for you. So most of the quests you can look up on the CatsEye wiki. If there's like certain quests or NMs or something you gotta hunt. So I'll walk over here to Juno. I think we're in lower. I'm in the lower area. I talked to Fish Sticks first. He says go to Newton Mopovolis and find my secret treasure chest. If you're confused, you can use the search. So I've got a macro set up for and you just use that emote in the area and it'll give you directions. It's like a hot and cold game. So my macros as follows. Just /. You can also type it out every time you want if you just spacebar and then type it. But it'll show you a direction to face. So we'll do that one. Murdoch's. Talk to him. He says go to Crawler's Nest and kill 18 beetles. Okay. Mistrix usually gives you a crafting objective. So you want to craft a signed item and then trade it to them. I almost have never done this. I don't know if I did it once. No, I don't. I think I've ever done that. I think I did it for food, maybe. Anyway, none of my craft levels are high enough. My crap levels, I'm full of crap, so that's at 100. But my craft skills, they're not really up to snuff. But if you're a big crafter, use a crystal to hey Beetle, what's happening? I thought today we're doing a little a domain invasion tutorial, I guess. I saw questions on how it works and what happens. Oh my god, my controller's exploding. So, going over the how-tos. Next guy, Saltlex. No, that's not what that says, but... So this is usually an NM hunt. So you can look this up on the wiki. Some NMs have a long spawn time, and this isn't worth it. So... you may want to count how much time you want to invest, but usually the first two objectives, and it works up in points sequentially. So Fish Sticks gives you 100, Murdoch's gives you 200, Mistrix 3, 4, and then this guy at the last is 5. And he's usually like, trade me an item. Sometimes these items can be bought off the auction house, but a lot of the time I find they're like rare X items, so you gotta go collect it. And he wants a coffer key. So we'll probably do this guy, and this guy, and then just repeat them daily. And then when you get each quest done, I think you need a minimum of 2 of the quests done to enter Domain Invasion. And you get a total of 5. You get all 5 done, you essentially power up your character so you don't die instantly when you're fighting the boss. And then you can also talk to this guy and then trade the fragments from doing the quests. You can spend it on items. So you can see, just by scrolling through what some of the items are. If you're curious as to like what stats they have and what they are, Google or everything in this game. Search up the item. There are special items that are custom to Cat's Eye, and those are probably towards the bottom here when you get the big amounts of points. Can I get out of this menu? Oh my god, let me out. I'm trapped. So you scroll down to the bigger quantities of points, like the thousands. You get like some of these raptor companions. I don't know, savory shank. I think that's like a behemoth drop. You get some these are like wedding outfits. I think they have like a custom mount here. So you get like a dress. There's a bomb companion. I think you get to ride Bayako too. Yeah, you ride him. There's trusts as well. I would, since I like to gear myself solo, I spent a lot of my points on the 9,000. It's over 9,000! But I went in here, and you have access to, there's a couple of trusts. Moogle Trust. The Askar set. So this is nice if you are, the body. Check out my body. But I spent my obsidian points on the Askar set here, which is good for like warrior, dragoon, dark mage, beastmaster. I'll show you in a second. And then I did buy some Denali stuff for my thief, so put some money into that. I have some mage stuff, but I didn't spend a lot of stuff on the mage points. I don't think I bought any of that here, but depending on what job you have, that could be a big gear upgrade. So there's that, where's it at? Oh, there's that jacket. So the thief Aeonic weapon skill, the modifier is agility. So stack your agility if you have Exenerator. You can do some 5k Exenerators. Pow! Stabbin'. They call me Captain Stabbin'. And then for the other set, show you, like if you like to play samurai, you like to play, there's your Askar set, warrior, dark knight, beast, sam, dragoon. So the Askar set's good. Like I said, you can Google, get out my Googles, but that's what I use this guy mostly for in the beginning. Okay, so we will head over to, what was the first objective? Oh my god, scroll up, take a screenshot of what the goblins say. I might do that. So we were going to Newton Movopolis for the first one. Is that how that's pronounced? No! I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to fast travel. Can I get there through here? Or do I want to take the book? I think we can take the book over there. Okay, so take the other book. Is there a crystal? Let's just see. I guess I don't know. Maybe I don't have it. Bastock. Nope, that wouldn't be it. It'd be in Goosteberg region, maybe. Gooslerbergs. Travel, yep. No. So, is it Goose? Maybe it's Gooskin Mines. Maybe it's Conch Cat. Chris, do you know what you're talking about? Absolutely not. I have no idea. I don't even know if I It's not the next page. Oh, look, there you go. Oh my god, I did have it. Wow, I found it, fellas. Okay. Good luck with the map. Alright, so we'll teleport over there. And then call in the boys. I don't think this has high... One of them, I think Newton has low-level stuff, like level 30, and Oldton is the one that has, like, level 70 stuff. Alright, so if you got your map, use your add-on from the CatsEyeXI add-on settings, maps, and it'll help out there. Should give a map. Otherwise, I think you gotta buy one from an NPC or something. But okay, let's. So then I'll use the I'll go So it says you sense the secret chest is in a distance in a westernly direction. All right. We're heading that way. I might not be able to get through, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to call in the boys just in case. It's always a good idea. I don't want to have to run back here, die, and run back here. I got the runs. Call them in. Water! Oh, as always, today's stream is brought to you by water. Yay. I did have somebody reach out to me via email. They wanted me to do a sponsored video on their body fat scale. So you may see me doing like a weight loss scale here in the near future. I don't know, I'll have to tell them to send me some information or whatever, but I don't know. Yeah, sure, ship me a free scale, thanks. What level is this? 80. Okay, so so this area, yeah, we are gonna need to be careful. Level 79 to 90. So good thing we got the trusts out. I'm very trusting. Did it say a long? It's distance. Sometimes it'll say like a very long distance or short distance, or it'll give you clues. You just keep typing this into the chat. Try not to do it in link shell chat. I've made that mistake. Instead of typing / link shell's like, hey idiot, and I was spamming the macro. People are like, hey idiot, you're talking in the chat. Whoops. Alright, so I don't know if maybe we'll get around this area. You drop off the map. So there is a way to like move this gate here. There's like a switch nearby. It says distant west area. So we're just gonna head west. Exciting gameplay. One other thing that's nice is if you do have the NM hunt for the goblins, sometimes you're doing this on Thief. I've gotten several decent pieces of equipment that I wouldn't have normally acquired. So like I got the one of the objectives was to hunt the Count from the castle. I don't know, some demon in the castle, and he dropped this Astrolabe, which is a nice ammo slot piece that I use on Dragoon and Monk. Keep going west. Southwest, okay, so it tells me the southwest now. So we'll try to make our way that way. And then if you have the mini-map also up, you can potentially mouse over your mini-map and then scroll in and out with the scroll wheel on your mouse. I don't know what happened to my background here, but when I loaded up CatsEye, my desktop exploded and it went to like a tiny screen. So now it's like this. I think it has something to do with World of Warcraft. But anyway, you'll see. I'm all over the place today, boys. I had some coffee. But you can mouse over your mini-map and expand and contract it, just like myself in the wintertime. It shrinks when it's cold. So, and it'll show up as a green dot. So you'll see the, this must not be the right way. The chest, the secret chest will show up as a green dot, and it'll kind of help you identify if you're close or not. I think green dots just indicate that you can target that location, whether that's for a quest or it's a... I know I want to stay in this area, I believe. Alright, so I'm guessing it says southwest, so we're probably wanting to go down around here. So we need to backtrack. Looks like through there and there. What's it say? Southwest direction. Okay. Gotta stay on this side of the map, I guess. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Here we go. We can drop off right here. I'm a drop off. And then sometimes one of the like courtesies on the server is if you see a chest out in the wild, you can shout in the, or not, sorry, don't shout, but in the link shell chat, just, you know, target it and let everyone else know, hey, I found the secret chest in X location. It's kind of a courtesy. I mean, it's not really, I see some people do it and others don't care. But if somebody is searching for it in that area, that could help them out, help them find it. I think the quests reset daily around 11, like Central Time, 11 a.m. So you'll typically see a lot of shouts during that time. Southwest. And then I've been hearing or reading on Linkshell, like a lot of the stuff is the server's having a lot of problems here lately. I don't know if the new installation for this event or this activity is causing all sorts of problems in other areas. Well, obviously we had a person, multiple people, in breaking and entering into my Mog house. I think I see it. Is that it down there? Yeah, there it is. And then right when we're close, it says it's right next to you in a southwest direction. So it'll tell you it's like right here. So here's what it looks like. It says secret chest, and it's a gold embroidered, whatever. The one time that it can kind of throw you off is the directions will tell you, like your cardinal directions. It'll tell you north, south, east, west, but it won't tell you elevation. So if it's directly below you, you won't know, where it's at. It'll just say it's right next to you, but you're like, clearly it's not next to me. Well, it's probably a level below or above you. I've had that happen like in Castle Otrosia, where I was on the first level, and it says like the chest is right next to you, and I'm like, clearly it's not. Well, it was up, so I had to go up a floor and find it above me. So that's one thing to keep in mind if you're searching for chests. The elevation could be different. Am I gonna need to clear these people out? People? Are these? Damn. I think I can sneak over here. They're all site-based, aren't they? Let's see. Site, yeah. With your mob DB, you can look at the mobs, and if you have it equipped, like the little triangle with the that indicates site. Sound would look like sound waves, like a graphic for volume. It's kind of intuitive, but not really. Okay, let's see if we can do this fast. So drop invisible, touch my chest. I got it. All right, we'll pop that, and spectrum. That's one reason I like subbing Dancer, right, is you have that access to that quick invisibility reward ability. Alright, we'll warp out of here. We'll get our 100 points, and then where are we going to the next place? We're killing something. I'm gonna murder. They call me Jeffrey Dahmer. Murder all these people and eat their face. Store them in my fridge. Congratulations, I got some points. Alright, this guy wants Crawler's Nest and kill beetles. Alright, we're heading over there. I think I'm gonna have to take the book. Because Crawler's Nest is a dungeon. So dungeons you have to book it. You gotta book it, Dano. Anyone else ever going into his zones, summon a trust, buff up, and then run the wrong way and down every single day? I just I did that like multiple times. I think I've done that twice yesterday. I love it. Teleportation assistance. I need an adult. Regular, original recipe. I'm looking. Rolling berry is at the next page. There it is. Nope. There it is. I'm all maxed out on tabs. I gotta spend them on something. I think you can use your tabs to buy keys or something. For safety. Safety time. And then if you are looking to like double down on gameplay or whatever, you could think, well, and that once you're in this area and you got to kill 18 mobs, come over to your quests, records of eminence, and then set one for Crawler's Nest. Get yourself a little extra XP. I mostly forget about this, but it does help if get yourself a little bit of experience points and sparks while you're down here doing this. Crawler's Nest. Yes. Since we're killing them anyway. And then if you were in this area as well and you needed to farm like a coffer key or something, you could be down here too. So one reason to bring Thief down. Multitasking, go! So it just said beetles, right? He's just like beetles. So what the should it? Hey, listen to your own advice and take a screenshot. Bone face. Okay, yeah, 18 beetles. So good luck finding those where they're at. I think the beetles are downstairs in the basement, if I remember right. Otherwise, you're running around in a lot of circles. I mean, I guess you could use the wiki. Go to the wiki, go to the Crawler's Nest area, search areas, and then mobs, and then location. I think are there beetles in the back as well? I'm thinking. And then if anybody's curious onto what they should spend their first 1,500 login points on. Oops, this isn't the right area. This is where you fight funguses. Oh, it's the next one. Lame. If anyone's curious as to what to spend your first 1,500 login points on, get that Moogle suit. That plus 18% movement speed is amazing for every job at level 1. I think it just reset last night. I'll maybe check that out later, see what is available. There's also a link on the wiki where you can go and find what items or what months. I think I talked about this a couple streams ago, but it's on the CatsEye beginner guide as well. It'll show you. So if you wanted to plan ahead, so you're like, okay, well, I'm going to save my points because you can carry up to 1,500 points over. And I want to use my points for an item in March or whatever. Then you can save it and have that planned out. Are these gonna aggro to me? Really? Alright. Alright, I guess there's level 60 down here. Then we'll go to the corner. Get your ass to the corner! Nobody puts baby in a corner. I'm gonna make Koopa Freed tank. I'm gonna trick attack his lazy ass. He can do something. Alright, we'll head over that way. Yeah, back on that left side of the map, I think is where beetles spawn. Beetlejuice. It wouldn't be a bad idea to pop an XP ring or an XP thing if you're down here too. Maximization. I still have one up from last night. I was leveling Beastmaster. I hit 75 on Beastmaster. So, Wii U. Huh. Half it says, I didn't know there's a chest that you can open. Yes. Yep, you can open that chest after doing all your daily gob stuff and spend the points. It's a 2-for-1. You can spend those points you're earning, plus you get access to domain invasion. Which further, you can spend those points on more points. More things. There's a coffer down here. Looks like Echo's down here. They're doing beetles. I wonder if they want to team up. I could ask them. Looks like they're doing an XP party, though. So there's beetles way back here. Further, get in the back. Talk to back. He's just hanging out back here. Back's in the back. Ask him if that's what he's doing. Hey, hello, sir. Hey, tiny sir. Are you doing your dailies back here? Oh my God, spelling. I could send him a tell too. Be like, hello. Or a whisper. Do you guys call it tells or whispers? This isn't World of Warcraft. Look at his giant head. Taru's heads. Oh, okay. Taru's heads are approximately a third of their body size. I don't know how they walk. Like a human life bobblehead. Can't remember what you do for. Does he need a key? Oh, okay. Oh, elements. Oh, gotcha. That's not how you spell gotcha, but okay. That's close enough. L speller. I think they might be... Oops, I aggroed a beetle. Alright. Talk to this group too, see if they want to team up. That way we're not fighting each other. Poor beetles. Beetle murdering. Oh. All right, 20 of them. Yeah, they'd have to. They're synced up. I see. I wonder what the adventures are for today. Is there maybe there's another location? Unless is there a location downstairs? Let me check downstairs. Let me look downstairs. There might be. I'm trying to think. I think there's just lizards. There is maybe outside of this room. No, I think there's flies, fungus. Crawlers, scorpions. What level are these? 2 weak. Okay, let me look on. All right. So check this. Crawler's nest. My game's gonna explode in a second. Watch this. Does it show? Crawler, 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 beetle. Dynast beetle. Oh, that's a... an M. Okay, nest beetle. Spawn 7. Yeah. So this is like the only area they pop in. I could talk to them, see how long they're going to be partying down here, and we could do this one later. Come back later. Usually the general rule is like first come, first serve. So if the party's already here, try not to be a dick. I mean, sometimes it's like, what are you going to do? But if you're trying to be courteous or best practices, I guess. It's usually like first come, first serve. So they were already down here, camping down here. I don't know. They're probably going to be here for a while. So okay, so we'll hop out. We'll do some the other quests, and then maybe get this one later or at the end. You could also, well, you wouldn't really know. It'd be nice if, when you searched an area, it showed you what location everyone was at. But you don't know. You just know the levels and that they're in the nest. Okay, let's talk to the guy. So what did he want? He wanted, golden bat. I think the repop on the bat is like 2 hours. How much time you got? All day. We'll skip that one we'll go and see if it'll pop like quick. And if not, we'll go to Sky and get the key. Because you only need 2 of these 5 done to gain access to Domain Invasion. Alright, so we'll go like this. Golden bat, huh? Golden showers. Alright, so the golden bat, the placeholder ID. Uh-oh. Just crashed my game. I know I've had other people say, Chris, the reason that's happening is because your your resolution on the screen is incorrect, and I agree. It's because I'm playing the game in windowed mode. I heard several other people say the same thing, that it's causing a crash, like if you're flip-flopping between multiple pages or whatever. But okay, so the giant bat location is, looks like it says giant bat can spawn at B8 or C67 in the tunnel. So we'll head over there, and placeholder can respawn every 5 minutes. So we'll keep that. We'll keep that up, but we'll head back. I might have to log off and log on. I'm melting my face. Should be getting used to this by now. I think it's funny how this only happens on stream. So, like, after I'm done streaming, this won't happen again. I can continue to play the game in this setup, and then watch the internet, or watch the internet. Flip back and forth, and it's fine. Right, so we'll give it a second. I've accepted. Is there... we could take the outpost warp, I guess. There might be a crystal inside the tunnel, so you could just use that crystal. Or there's a book. There's something right inside the tunnel. Zukheim! Roku's asking if there's anything funny with the coffer, or is it just stuck behind the rock? Yeah, there's like 20 different spawns. So you gotta find the spawn. If it's behind the rock, I think the rock comes down at like 2100 to 2400 or something. I've been in there once and stood by the rock because I could see it on the other side of the rock. Look at me go! I'm crabby. I have crabs. Oh, that's a good point. Judge says use the XP guide in Lower Juno to get behind the rock. I didn't think about that. Yeah, if you take that XP guide down there, it'll warp you right behind the rock, and you can fight like tigers and raptors or something down there. Just be careful, they're like high level. They're like 70 or something. It's a good point. Look at that. Look at him. Look at him go. Amazing. This mount looks so funny. It'd be look even funnier if I was a Galka, like the Galka with the largest body size, riding a tiny crab. Gotta go fast. Looks like I'm almost humping it. Poor crab. Oh my god. That's one way to get crabs. I'm gonna hump him to death. Need a shampoo. Get saddle blisters or saddle sore. Is that a thing? I think that is. Where's all the music? Oh, I turned the mount music off. That's right. There's an add-on. Turn off the music. I think you can turn on zone music, though, so you still listen to zone music when you're on a... Maybe that's just for chocobos. But, okay, I think one of the areas was right in this tunnel. All right, so we're looking for... ID will be 1CA. A1C, isn't that like a disease? I don't know. 1CA. It'll be a bat. So I use that mob ID add-on. Nope, not sand bats. 1AB. Okay, so it could be this giant bat, but that's not the one. And then in the other tunnel. We'll give it a few minutes, I guess. Maybe we'll do 1 or 2 spawns, but I don't want to spend a couple hours down here. Some of the monsters, if you're lucky, they'll be up when you get the quest. Like, there's been a few times where I just use wide scan. Any job can use wide scan. Wide scam? Yes. And it'll be on the map, and you just walk over and kill it. I'm like, wow, that was easy. So it is worth it just to check. And sometimes you'll get it right away, and it'll be an easy 300 points. There's 1CB, 1CA, so it's this guy. And they said a 5-minute respawn, right? Yeah. And I have the book on the other side. Meow! Okay, while we're waiting, we could go over some of the rewards for Domain Invasion. So Domain Invasion has rewards that you can get. And let me see. Probably it's on the new player guide, maybe. So hiya, new player guide. Scroll down. Domain Invasion. Nope, nope, nope. You can go to the progression list, expand the progression, and it'll show you rewards for things. Maybe I went too fast. So here, just to recap on that, you know, new player guide, and then scroll down to progression, and then it'll be smashed up. So expand it. I'm expanding. And then it'll show different rewards for stuff. So you can click on any of this. Like if you're looking for like a progression system to kind of get through. I did some of the novice trials. You can get augments on some weapons and armor. Same with the grand trials, a little bit tougher. But okay, so then you got your goblin dailies, kind of go in detail about that. And then Domain Invasion, we'll click on that. And it'll give you like an overview of the system. Trust may be summoned when the player is after player's game, but Crystal Warriors can call up trusts, so that's nice for them. So yeah, sucks to be me. But you have to be 75 to use the Traveler, and it helps to have maybe they didn't update that, but at one time you had to have like at least 2 dailies beat before you can go in there. Maybe that's an update. Say? Okay. But then you'll go through zone to zone and you'll fight these bosses. Which they can drop rare X weapons, which is a big deal. Weapons would be a nice upgrade for your job. So try to shoot for those. I would say the Domain Invasion weapons are a great upgrade from like the level 72 or 5 that you'll get from Sparks. And then the next largest upgrade would be that Obero weapon. And then obviously like your relics. But you can get those. And then Domain Invasion bosses. So you can hold the points. And this will go over the bosses that you... Has it been 5 minutes yet? That you'll be fighting. And it'll give the drops. So like this is good axe. And generally as long as you are participating in Domain Invasion, you'll be able to free lot on the items. I mean, there is some debate on, you know, obviously if you don't have the job leveled or you don't intend on leveling the job, don't lot the item, let somebody else that wants it have it. But it's all free lot, so as long as you're participating, you can still lot on it. But okay, so yeah, this they all drop, and it's a random chance. It is nice to have at least a thief in there to put treasure hunter on them, so they have a bigger chance of dropping some of the items. Like I said, all these weapons, they're great upgrades. So if you can get a hold of them, grab them. But then here's the formula to determine like what your reward is. So shards rewarded are a base plus a random times daily quest times participation, which I have no idea what that means. I suppose if you do the most damage, then you get more rewards. But you also get a daily coffer reward from doing 6. So after 6, you get a reward. You get the coffer. So the minimum that I would recommend is do a full rotation of 1 through 6 on the bosses, and then you could probably bounce out. But you also get bonuses completed per boss, right? So it says like if you beat one boss, you get these bonuses up to 5, and I thought it stacks even further. So I thought there was like a bonus at like 25. One day I did like 100 in a row, and I had like plus 50 to all my stats, and it was God mode. So the other thing that's nice is you will from your so you get your coffer after your 6. Then you'll get these drops, and these drops are used to craft the Oboro weapons, which is the upgraded. So you'll get these drops, and you'll use these items to talk to Oboro. Oh, here you go. Here's the conquered bonuses, and you can craft, have him craft, even more powerful weapons. But yeah, after 25, you get these bonuses: 50, 75, 100, and you're also getting coffers as it drops. Who the hell? 100? This would be like a 12-hour day if you're doing 125 fights. But looks like Blue Mage can learn some spells, apparently. But you have to do like a special fight. I haven't done any of that. But okay, so you can also exchange the shards for these items as well. So hold on, we'll check back in. Where's the bat? Did it spawn in yet? I know it's been more than 5 minutes. 1 CA, there it is. Okay. I should time myself. Is there a workaround to not being able to summon trusts in certain areas? I can't summon them in Sky. No, you should be able to summon them in Sky. I mean, maybe not one of the fights, like if you're trying to do a fight in there, but you should be able to summon them as you're running around the map, and as you're running around, you can summon them to fight the gods too, so that's how you can solo Bayako. Bayako? Oh, I don't know. So let's see. But yeah, so there's some pretty good. When you start earning shards, there is like crafting things. If you're a big crafter, you can also purchase those items for Oboros. But you can get weapons and stuff. So like 20,000 points, you can buy these. Say you don't get a weapon to drop. I would say buy armor first from this menu, because you may get a weapon to drop, and that weapon would be an upgrade from these weapons. But you have weapons here that you can purchase. If you're like, I have 200,000 points, I don't know what to spend them on. I would recommend this boomerang is amazing for thief and war. I main that boomerang because it has plus 10 attack, and you can range attack. And then these boots. Let me see if I can reposition that. The boots are nice. Get the +1 because it has haste and accuracy. That's good for all those jobs. That's junk. Maybe, I guess, if you have a magic damage build. What else? That's decent for blue. This is a nice macro piece for weapon skills. If you have a mage job, I use the Mind Torque is a nice for healing, and then like Stone Skin and cures. Well, there's something else for cure. But yeah, you can just go on here and you can see all the different items that you could potentially get. This belt's nice. I have that belt. It has MP +25, Mind, magic attack bonus. There's a tank. Oh, that might be an upgrade to what I have. I might buy that. I have my paladin. I have the Beakabee seashell, so this might actually be an upgrade. I'll purchase that. You got like if you do go for an item, just go for the +1. Just save up the points and get the +1 version is better on everything. So you have like there's a cure set if you're maging it. This is decent for anything with magic accuracy and so on and so forth. And then down further, there's torques for if you're a crafter. You can also pick up some of these from chests, I believe. So if you're doing an area and you get the golden chests, sometimes that'll spawn. You have to look up what area spawns what torque, but you'll also get like a +2 to your crafting. So that's nice. You can spend those points that you're earning at this guy. Well, we'll go up there and I'll show you where he's at too. But you go to that, talk to that guy. He's a Galka. All right, what else to cover? Yep, that's more of that. Okay. And then I think the spawn, or the placeholder can spawn on either side. It can spawn either here or in the other location. Water. I should be timing myself. Let's see. I killed the bat at 50. Oh, so we got some time yet. I got like 2 minutes. But it can spawn on either side of the tunnel. Looks like some people are having, some people are having issues with trust not working. I haven't experienced that yet myself. Let me say it's not working in Dunes. Let me see if I can call it in right now. Well, looks like they're all right. Or wait, they're not the actual. Oh yeah, that's true, huh? The new update is really screwing with a lot of stuff. Yeah, can't call them in. All right, well, we may not be able to get the key from Sky then if I can't call in the trusts. Because, yeah, I'll need... It would be nice to have a party to go up there, and I might be able to kill some stuff to get a coffer key. I guess they are, like, level, what... Well, they're like 70-something, so they'd be either decent challenge or maybe a decadent challenge. That's going to put a real hamper in my day plans. Can't do a whole lot of stuff. Right, so I'm going to get out of here. I'm not waiting around for hours for the beetle or for the bat to show up. But sometimes it can be worth it, or if you're bored or you're watching TV or something and Like, I don't really care if I'm standing around doing nothing. Watch Netflix while camping. Yeah, so I'm gonna fly up to sky. We're getting a... Did it say which area? See if we can get a coffer key. Trade it to the guy. Ruan Gardens. Okay. I don't know if... Is that the inside? Or, I think the other one's La something Palace is outside, right? Or inside, I mean. One's inside, one's outside. I think Gardens is outside. Oops. Tulia. And then I don't think it really matters. I gotta kill what the birds. Birds drop coffer keys. I think so. Check it out. If you got the MobDB add-on, you can type that into your chat window, and then you can modify it to show like what drops what. So let me see if I can even call the boys in. Yeah, the team might need to do some. Okay, so there's one. It's only one. Yeah, that's bogus. So something broke. I guess I'm calling. Well, Corey even shows up. At least he could heal me while I'm fighting. No bueno. I'm gonna have a bad day. And there's been a lot of issues lately. Devs broke the server. Way to go. They're trying to help out by putting new content in, and you're... So here. So if you do have the add-on, which you can put in the launcher, so you'd be like mob, DB, and then you have access to this over here. Just enable the detailed view, and it'll show what they drop. So it'll show this big screen. It'll give you all that information. And then what I'm looking for is this. That way I don't have to like look it up. I mean, you could look it up on the wiki, type in flamingo, and go through all the shit. But this one, so they drop keys. So I can get rid of this. Okay. Get rid of this. Hey, my desktop's back to normal. Whatever happened there. Okay. I don't see Korumoru. What level is this guy? I should be able to kill a decent challenge, right? I am Dancer. Do I have... I have an evasion set. Yeah, he's gone, so we're totally soloing this. He was not even going to help. Oh, it's like the old days. I haven't done this in a long time. Wait, no, he's curing me. I saw his MP go down. He's just invisible. So, yeah. People in my Mog house, the quests are broken. There's no trusts in certain areas. On the weekend, oh my god. So yeah, we'll farm a few birds and get a coffer key, trade it to the goblin, then we'll go into domain invasion for a few rounds. That was working yesterday. I did that yesterday. Yeah, right, Chris. Possibly. It looks like I just had one of the treasure hunter up animations. I don't know if that's actually working or if that's just a thing, because that wasn't before, like back when I played in October, that wasn't happening, so that's new. Yeah, apparently it's a big it's problems. Something's going on. Something Wong. Ah, there you go. Yep, something Wong. I make myself laugh because I'm an idiot. Oh, you could also set up... Yeah, while we're up here, I could also set up the killing enemies ROV quests, point of view quests. Region number 4, no. Where's it at, though? Oh, it's not. It would be Zilliard. Silly, not regular areas. Oh, right here. I'm blind. Nope. I'm blind. There you go. I'm so slow. I'm overloading. Yeah, it looks like Koru's, he's buffing me and stuff because I have Protect and Shell and Haste. I just don't see him. Yeah, there's that treasure hunter animation. Give me the key! No stealing for you. Die, bird. The sky is the sky. Sky is one of my favorite spots to farm elementals for clusters as well. So I've got that marked down. Hot tip for all you crafters out there. I set my markers up because I'm blind. But your fire is over by, is it Zaku's Island? I know, but I've got that on screen. That way you can go to those areas and farm those clusters. So when I was doing cooking, I came up a lot with trusts. Couldn't do it today, it's not working. But come up here with your trusts and some treasure hunter, and you can farm clusters for cooking, and because that's probably one of your biggest investments that you're gonna, one of the biggest expenses, I should say, would be the crystals or clusters that you'll be using for cooking. So this is where I went to get those, because towards the end of the crafting journey, I was doing the baked potatoes, and those take fire crystals to make, and I needed like a couple stacks, like 5 or 6 stacks of fire clusters. But you could also buy it from the auction house if you're money bags, if you're Scrooge McDuck and you got a bank full of gold coins. Not this guy. Plus, I like to do a lot of my own farming and my own stuff. I mean, I'll use the auction house, of course, but if I'm trying to get the full gameplay experience, you can do the crafting and the do all the things. And then every job has access to wide scan, so you could use wide scan. We murdered all the birds. I could jump areas. They should be respawning pretty soon. I would farm this guy if I had the team with me. Then I could get some clusters, sell them, make a little bit of money. Under observation. I'm not sure what that drops on this server. I'm pretty sure it still drops the necklace. I haven't done it on this server before. There we go. So we got our key, got a merit point. All right, I'm out of here. Yeah, I don't know why people... Well, I'm sure... I hear in the link shell, I hear everybody like, shit's not dropping for me. I'm like, well, you got to play with a thief. You could also use some trusts that have treasure hunter, but if you can get a friend, or I guess ask me, shoot me a tell. I'm going to have everybody like, Chris, help me. But come out on like Treasure Hunter 4. Stuff seems to drop pretty fast for me anyway. Trade it to this guy. And like I said before, sometimes it can be as easy as a auction house, something off the auction house. So I've had it before where I just go to the auction house, I buy something for 200 gil, and then trade him, and I'm done. I get my points. Okay, so we've done at least 2. So we should be able to hop into domain invasion. So if it's your first time doing this, you may want a caster class. Because if you're a melee class, the bosses tend to do big AoEs, and if you're not in a group, you won't get the advantage of, having someone easily heal you. If you're a support class, same thing. Like, you could be outside of the fight and still cast cures on the people that are melees, and you'll get points for that. So as long as you participate by, I'd say, the 2 conditions would be, take an aggressive action on the monster. So either like auto attack, weapon skill, cast a enfeeble on it, cast a nuke on it. So some kind of offensive action. And then maybe if you're purely wanting to be like a white mage in there, you could still heal the tank or even if you are solo. Like, so right now I'm solo, but I don't think it's possible. I know maybe if you were geared to the teeth and go in there and solo one of these monsters, you'd probably have to have like aeonic weapon skills, crazy gear, but there'll be people doing it, especially on the weekends. It's more populated. So I'm gonna grab my Dragoon because it's probably my favorite DPS class to play, and then Blue Mage. So I'm self-supporting. So if you are gonna play a job solo, make it easy on yourself and pick something that is either ranged, so you're not close to the monster AoE, or you can kind of support yourself solo a little bit. So like Puppet Master, Paladin, sub a Dancer or something if you're a melee job. But stay out of the way until you get a few fights in. As you beat the bosses, you will progressively get stronger. So I don't know if I got any. You can also purchase temporary items, so we'll go over that real quick. I gotta, Final Fantasy's all about the looks. I gotta make sure I'm style locked, because end game is the is the fashion. Nah. Let me make sure I got my spells set up right. I was playing Blue Mage the other day, and they were all out of whack. So as long as I have Cocoon, yeah, okay. Alright, so just up the stairs here, there's a dude called the Domain Traveler. Talk to him, and he'll teleport you. You can see your domain prowess is like stars, so the more stars you have, the more powerful you are. But you can just travel there, yes. He'll give you a warp scroll. I already have one, so you can warp out. So the only way to get out of this rotation is to warp out. So once you're in here, you'll be on a rotation of like 6 bosses. But there's this Domain Trader here. If it's your first time in here, you probably won't have any shards, but once you start building up shards, you can then buy temporary items that boost your stats. Give the kind of elixir would heal you, potions heal you, mana powder. The ones at the front were the big points, like 300 points. Those give you big boosts to like your hit points or your magic points or your stats or whatever. But I don't ever buy anything, to be honest. So, okay, so I'll call in the dragon, and then there's usually a group of see, looks like they're already fighting him. He's almost dead, so there's what 5 or 6 people doing it. So just come over to the monster, fight it, and you gotta, like I said, in order to get points, you will take actions or be helpful at the battlefield. I'm gonna move my pet's hit points. You can see that. But if you're curious onto how the fights usually go, the majority of the fights is like do damage to the monster. Certain spells or ability will like stagger it. I'm not sure how you determine what that is, but I usually see like if a mage casts a certain like Blizz 4 on it, it'll stagger it and then stun it. And then you can do more damage. There'll be ads during the fight. So if you're in a group, if your team is one of the people to kill the ad, you'll all get TP. So the like a typical strategy would be, if you're in a group, to kill the ads one at a time. And then so the entire party will get TP. You'll all weapon skill, do a lot of damage, and then kill the next ad. You'll all get TP. Then all of you weapon skill again. And so... Okay, so he's dead. Then the drops come in. I think there's an add-on for like auto-looting things. I don't use that. So make sure you go through your treasure and you cast lots on the things you want. And then pass the stuff you don't. I got kicked out because apparently... so I wasn't eligible. I wasn't eligible for rewards, so it booted me out. Because I didn't perform enough damage to the monster, or I was not helpful enough to earn rewards. So we'll go back in. That's funny. So yeah, if you just think you can go in and then do like cast Dia on the monster and then not do anything, you'll get kicked out like that. So you actually need to be doing things. But you can see my hit points and magic points are buffed if you look below my head, because I have 2 stars. Something else I should probably do is eat some food. So I crafted like some cheap. I crafted some cheap meat and some defensive food. So maybe I'll eat. It usually takes you about an hour to go through all 6 monsters. So if you eat a food that's an hour, that'll probably last you the entire hour we're doing this. And then, so yeah, once you show up, everybody's kind of standing around, wait for the monster to spawn in. This one's a shark. I like this fight. But so anyway, yeah, etiquette etiquette would dictate, like, you know, cast lots on things that you want, pass as soon as you don't, and that way you can go ahead and teleport to the next area. So once the boss is defeated, you go back to the entrance and talk to the NPC, and he'll warp you to the next area. Like I said, there's 6 areas total, and you'll do in a circular fashion. And then when you're all done, you can use that scroll that they gave you to warp out, or use your ring or however to get out of this cycle. But I'd at least do 6 fights to get your coffer reward. It'll give you items you can either put on the auction house. It's been doing a lot of ores lately, so if you want to craft elemental staves, it's been giving that as rewards. Okay, so there's the shark. We'll go be aggressive towards it. I could probably tank this. I'll put up cocoon. Hello. And then I'll use my wyvern to heal me. I can't time a spell. I'm getting double attacked apparently. Should have my buffs to begin with. There we go. You'll find out that, you know, usually since hate can be all over the place, if you're a mage, you might want to chill out on casting because you'll get beat up. And there they staggered it. So it looked like one of the abilities staggered it. You saw the exclamation points around its head. There, the ads spawned in. There's that, all the crabs and stuff spawned in. Like I said, if you're in the party, you can kill those ads. It's a good idea to switch over, fight the ad. Sometimes the mages will sleep the ads, so you want to be mindful of that. Not hit him? What's going on here? There you go. And then you get full TP when you kill it. So it's most beneficial if you're in a group, because then everybody in the group will get full TP. Don't be afraid to team up with other people, you know, too. But like I was saying before, I don't think you could come in here completely solo. While I am technically solo, there's still people in here. So I don't know if you could come in here completely by yourself and do a boss. I've never seen it, though. Or done it, I guess. But I suppose if you're really decked out. Die fish. This one's not so bad with the AoEs, but the one that's like a giant frozen lion is annoying. All right, so what do we get? So you go treasure, and then you can cast lots on all the stuff you want. That tooth is a material upgrade. Maybe I should come back on thief and help with treasure hunter. Do we have a thief here? I didn't see. But go ahead and either cast or pass. That way you can, everybody can leave. Then once everything's out of the treasure pool, you can warp out. Don't forget to make sure that the treasure pool's cleared before you warp out, because if you had won a lot, you know, warping out right, you won't get it then. You gotta wait for it to drop. I'll just find this person. They're usually at the beginning. And they'll say you want to travel to the next area. You can say, yep, let's go. And that's the rotation. Go to the next one, fight the next boss. So on and so forth. Sometimes you'll see shouts. This is like a fire dragon. He can be annoying because he has moves that drain your TP. But yeah, I think these boss fights are unique to CatsEye. I don't know if these bosses are on retail or not. I think the areas are on retail. Oh, but the I'm not sure about the boss fights. And then you will see, sometimes you'll see people shouting, like in chat, like, "Hey, I need some people to help." And at that time, if you wanted to do it, that'd be a good time to group up. But for the most part, in my experience, 90% of the time, there's going to be enough people doing this. You can just come in, hop in, and get your daily 6 done, and then hop out. You can only have one experience point bonus buff up at a time, so try to make it your most powerful. I think there's a command to get rid of it too. It's like / delete XP or something. Alright, so let's buff up beforehand. I got some dinosaur dick in my face. Like, I can't see anything. Oh, there are amnesiacs on Thief, so that'll help with the drops. Nice! I'm fighting! What? How do you have a 0 job ability? What? Shouldn't I just use it? So I can't remember what my threshold is for my dragon to heal me. I need... I know it's 50%, but I thought it was... I had enough of a gear swap I could do it at different levels. Should work now. It's a little bit less. Oh no! No! Dragon, no! I will save you! There we go. So it's like 1200 is my hit point threshold to get healed by the dragon. Got it. Must be right at 1200. So yeah, Crystal, or excuse me, Ace account, you can't call in your trusts in here. That stinks. But Crystal Warrior can call in too. That's what he said. dinosaur. He's being a bitch. What do we got? 4 people in here? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So yeah, with 6 people in here, I think everybody's doing their own thing. I think they're all solo. Might want to group up just so it'd be easier to manage things. Killed the ad. That guy died. And then if you have an Aeonic weapon skill, the ads usually die in 1 weapon skill. They're not terribly tough. But then you kill the ad, you'll immediately get your TP back, so that's a good use for it anyway. Captain Stabbin'. One other nice thing about the items that you purchase, they can be AoE. So like I saw, I had like a tactical point up buff. So someone else in the fight must have used an item, and then it granted like an AoE effect for tactical points. You can also buy like healing items, 8 hit point healing or magic point healing items. The raptor's intimidated by my presence. Yeah, so I killed the ad, then you can see my TP goes to 3,000, so then I got a full bar. Oh, he used the HP down. Would I get diseased? Oh my god. He gave me the clap. I'm almost dying there, boys. Heal me. It's a nail biter. I'm actually having to play. Nah, it's gross. I just want to auto attack and watch a stream. I want to watch a streamer play. You suck. Oh, my hit points are so low. There we go. Heal me, dragon. And die! Die, Tyrannosaurus. Get wrecked. Hey! Alright, what do you give me? Nothing! No, it sucks! So this box is just more of this bald. Yes, don't look at my hairline. So yeah, the bald is used to buy stuff. So, casting lots. After we get our 6 rotation or whatever, we can go upstairs to the Galco. What do we got for time, boys? 30 minutes. I don't know if we can get... That was number 2. If anybody's watching the stream, get in here. I need more men in here. I need more men inside. In the area. Alright, let's get out of here. Everything dropped. Next. Sometimes some of the monsters can be really... like, I remember the flying bug one, we couldn't get past. This tree, this is a tree here. This tree sucks. It'll cast, like, AoE sleep and poison. The poison's pretty potent. Maybe I should have went with a defensive or an accuracy food. I think one of the best foods I see everybody using is the... there's one that gives you like accuracy, attack. Is it the grape defuki? But that's the popular one. You just eat it and go, and it works for like every job. It's like the best food per job. Best in slot food. That's a thing. Grape defuku. English. I don't have it. Alright, cocoon me. I'm gonna punch this tree. His name is Yumcax. Alright. But yeah, if you can time out what, you know, when would be the easiest, you know, time to do this, probably like an hour or 2 after reset. So around maybe noon, I think it's going to have the most, between noon and 4, I think has the most time, or has the most people. Oh, we're having a 5-minute fix for the server. Cool, they're going to fix the trusts and all the other stuff. 5 minutes, though. We ain't killing this guy in 5 minutes. But you'll probably have the most populated time to do that with people doing it. Does that... that didn't make any sense. Chris, could you speak English? Make sure you log out properly. Alright, well... Gonna be logging off. Maybe we'll have to call the stream early, I guess, if we're... I think we did go over a lot of things. Went over the... I think I'm going to warp out real quick just to show you where that guy's at. Upstairs. The Galca's upstairs. I'm going to abandon everybody. Sorry, everybody. I don't think we can make it in time. We got 5 minutes to get out. I'm going to get out of here with the ring. If you do die... yep, there we go. I'm dead. Okay, so you can self-revive. So that's a thing. You can self-revive in here. So that's actually a good thing that happened. That way I can talk about that. And then if you do revive, you know, get out of the range, and you can go buy another Everseal. It's called Everseal. From the domain invader guy. You can either use like a scroll as well, but go over here, talk to this guy, and then you buy the pearl scale, and that'll is a temporary item. It gives you the buffs back. So any of your buffs that you get for being in here, you'll get those back. So you'll use that item. Okay, let's warp out of here. I'll run upstairs real fast if we can get there in time. What they say, 4 minutes? Make sure you use this time to remind your families you love them. What? My family's in a different house. I kicked them all out. Kids are out of the house. So, ex-wife is ex. So, they're all gone. But you'll run upstairs and talk to this Galka, and this will be the guy where you buy your items and whatnot. I have no family. This is my family. Uh-huh. Yeah, kids are fine. They're over there. They're a few houses away. So we'll run over to the Galka. And then I'd recommend that, in gear progression, right, you would probably purchase things from here first and try to work towards a weapon drop from Domain Invasion until you get enough points. You could buy the weapon skill. This is also where you get your Aeonics from, is this guy. So you come up here and you'd be like, yep, I want to unlock a weapon skill. And there's a lot of stipulations, right? You got to have like 300k conquest points, that's the first one. The second one is 200 afterwards. But then you'll trade, that's the first thing. Then you'll need to have like infinity cores plus things that drop from Dynamis. So you'll farm some Dynamis items. And you can also purchase the other weapons materials. You can buy some of that stuff that you'll get from Dynamis here. And you can also do... Where's the item stuff? Spend your shards. So spend the shards, and you can buy weapons and armors and stuff from that previous menu. Okay, boys. I'm going to have to log out, so... I think we're closing the stream early. That sucks. But, alright. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. If I put a video up, I'll put a link on the thing and the stuff. And alright. See y'all. Peace.